God has a dream. God has a dream encourager somewhere for you. God wants you to be a dream encourager for somebody. God will bring that dream to pass in His own way, in His own time, by His own resources. Wait, I say, wait on the Lord. Look, I believe there may be people here this morning that God gave you a dream at some point in your life, and you just feel like that dream has gotten further and further away from you, that it's just become some unattainable thing that you can't reach. I say the possibility exists the dream may have already come true and you can't see it. The possibility also exists that the dream is yet to be fulfilled and God's timing is just not yet. When I was in the second grade, we moved for a little while up here to Arlington, Texas. And we were only in that school for a few weeks. When anybody here ever move frequently? Will you raise your hand? Then you know what it's like. You just step in. They don't stop the school to explain everything to you. You just have to step in with doing what they're doing. The school was preparing for some kind of patriotic presentation at a PTA meeting. So every morning, all the elementary school grades would go to the auditorium like this and practice these patriotic songs. One of those songs that we sang had a phrase in it, Purple Mountain Majesty. I had never heard the phrase before, and it electrified my little theatrical heart. I thought, what kind of a mountain would be named Purple Mountain Majesty? Nobody ever explains the lyrics of songs to kids. Have you ever noticed that? Anybody ever have that? I remember when I was a kid in the Methodist church, we used to sing this hymn all the time. It never made any sense to me. Gladly the cross-eyed bear. I never understood that. Who was Gladly? Why was he cross-eyed? Why were we singing about a bear? I never understood. Every time we'd sing that hymn, I'm Gladly the cross-eyed bear. Or what about at Christmas? The fat man at Christmas. Why do we sing about him? Round John, Virgin. I never knew who Round John Virgin was. Why do we sing about him? Well, Purple Mountain Majesty, it just electrified me. I went home from school one day and my dad said, well, you'll not go back to school tomorrow. We're moving to California. I said, oh, California? Are we going through the mountains? He said, we sure are, son. We're going right through the Rocky Mountains. I said, oh, Daddy, are we going to see Purple Mountain Majesty? He said, yes, we are. God, I was wired for sound. Can you imagine? Next day, we started about 2 hours out of Fort Worth. He pulled the car over to the side of the road and he said, now listen to me, son. We're going to California. We're going to see the Rockies. We're going to see Purple Mountain Majesty. But if you ask me about it again, you'll not live to see it. Finally, we started up into the mountains. And I said, Daddy, are we going to the top? He said, we sure are. I said, Daddy, don't lie to me. Please don't lie to me. Are we going to the tip top? He said, the tip top. I said, no, Daddy, listen. The tip top. He said, the tip top. Finally, we pulled into one of those observation things. You know what I'm talking about? And he said, there it is. In the splendor of the mountains lay below us. No, you said the tip top. He said, this is the tip top, and I'm going to throw you off. I hurled myself into the back seat and burst into tears because that second grader could not explain to that carload of adults that I had seen cartoons where Bugs Bunny would take his car to the tip top of pyramid-shaped mountains, and his car would. I just could imagine our car on the tip top of Purple Mountain Majesty, and we would rock back and forth until my dad would say, "Okay, everybody to the front." We'd all get in the front seat and shoot down the other side into California. There I was in the Rocky Mountains with the beautiful view before me, and I couldn't enjoy it because my mind was fixed on a cartoon image that wasn't real to start with. Sometimes your dream is in the palm of your hand. Sometimes it is deferred. Remember, a dream deferred is not a dream denied. And sometimes it will come to pass in a way that you never imagined. Let me close with this, and then I'm going to pray for you. If you want the prayer. If you don't want the prayer, don't raise your hand. But here's how I want to close. Imagine there's this young girl who goes to college to major in drama and theater arts. Her dream in her heart is to one day win an Academy Award, to walk up on that platform and claim her Academy Award. And it's deep in her heart. But her senior year in college, she has the misfortune to fall in love with a ministry major. This has ruined more than one. They get married, and she puts her dream on the shelf to go be the pastor's wife. They're sent to some little tiny country church, and the first year they ask her to run the Christmas pageant. And she gets it all, rehearses everything, but that night, everything that can go wrong goes wrong. The background falls over and knocks the manger over. A little plastic baby Jesus rolls across the platform. But everybody in the little church is thrilled, but not her. After the pageant, they all go down to the church basement for hot chocolate, and she lays in the front row feeling sorry for herself. Where's my dream? This is my husband's dream. Where's my Academy Award? Where's my dream? Just at that moment, a little boy comes in. He's got a towel around his head, secured by a rubber band, and he's holding a yardstick that he used as a shepherd's crook. And he comes to her, and in the other hand, he's got a dandelion that looks like he's been chewing on it for a week. And he comes to her and he says, tonight, I was a shepherd for Jesus. He said, I never thought I'd get to be a shepherd for Jesus. Tonight, I was a shepherd. And he gives her the dandelion and he says, this is for you. Now she can despise that and feel sorry for herself, or she can clutch it to her breast and say, at last, my Academy Award. God has a dream. God has a dream encourager somewhere for you. God wants you to be a dream encourager for somebody. God will bring that dream to pass in his own way, in his own time, by his own resources. Wait, I say, wait on the Lord.